out, but we're doing a IS38 turbo on this 2019 GTI. That I've been putting together for Ben. Shout out to Ben for trusting me with his car. He's pretty much full bolt-on, and the last piece of the puzzle that he needed to be full bolt-on was big turbo. I was actually able to source him a big turbo for a steal, so that's why we're doing it, because you know I got some connections, and that's pretty much where we're at. The old turbo is out. I got to set the wastegate on the new turbo and then start going back in. Boy, it's Sunday night. It's 7. Supposed to be at my nephew's birthday. Intake off. I took the APR charge pipe silicone hose off. Disconnected the wastegate, APR turbo inlet, also the down pipe. Also remove the O2 sensor. Next thing is I'm gonna disconnecting all the oil lines, the coolant lines to the turbo. And I've taken this coolant crossover pipe. I'll show you guys in a minute. Primary O2 sensor is out. We got the turbo heat shield. These were all H5 Allens. These were T30s. If we look over here, obviously the turbo is more exposed now. I take out the oil feed and the coolant feed, and then the oil return, I'm pretty sure I gotta go from under the car and take it out. So once you take the heat shield out, you can pretty much see the whole turbo, and you can see the studs down there too. The coolant crossover goes from here, and it's a rubber line, and then converts to a metal line, bolts all the way around, goes all the way around, and then connects here. It also has an aftermarket turbo smart blow-off valve. I have to transfer to the new turbo. The new turbo has a factory one, diverter valve, so that's the only thing I'm gonna need to transfer over. That's the old turbo. We finally got it out. I had to go on all that and look it up. Pretty much they want you to loosen the pitch mount. As you can see, you have all this space now, but they want you to loosen the pitch mount, ratchet strap the motor, and bring the motor forward as much as you can after you loosen the pitch mount. And then they want you to take out these actuators, but I only took the beginning 5 out because the turbo came out through here. But once you literally ratchet strap the motor forward, you can get more than enough room to take the whole turbo out, and that's where we're at. So now we're just gonna start swapping stuff over to the IS38 and then start going back together. I pretty much swapped out all the O-rings because I have all the hardware kit for it. Together, I put this line on, and this is the oil return, and this is the coolant feed, I want to say. So I put these two on because those are the hardest to get to when it's in the car, but now I'm pretty much going to go back in. I broke the wastegate bolt loose right here because I have to go in with when it is installed, plug it in, and then get my voltage, adjust this until my voltage is between 3.5 and 3.9. Stop on this because I had to get a Vcds dongle so I can be able to calibrate the wastegate or charge air boost controller, as they call it. I have to set the unconditioned voltage to between 3.5 to 3.6, so that's what we're doing right now. Shout out to FCP Euro for being able to get me this the same day we ordered it, because I thought, you know, my Matco $9,000 scanner be able to do this, but it's Volkswagen. All right, so we're pretty much finishing everything, going back together after I adjusted the wastegate using Vcds with Rostec. It took me the second try to do it. I just dropped the bolt. It took me the second time to do it. The first time I adjusted it and the code was still popping up. After the second time, first time I put it at 3.6 volts. The second time I put it at 3.5859, and clear codes, cycled key, code didn't come back up. I didn't get the range performance code out of the wastegate, so we're good for now. And now I'm just gonna completely put the car back together, put coolant in it, and I'll probably get a video of the first startup of the car.